Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you so much for clicking on this video and giving it a watch. If you haven't already, please consider hitting that subscribe button and joining my YouTube family. Also, don't forget to hit the like button down below and leave a comment because all of those things do help my channel grow. So today for you, I have something a little bit different than what I typically do. I plan to show you the things from Dollar Tree that I like to use when I go and travel. My husband and I have become a little bit of we like to go and explore and go different places, and these are a bunch of the things that I have found work for me very well when I travel, and a lot of them have come from Dollar Tree. I will also do little side pieces of things that I have picked up elsewhere like Amazon and stuff, just to show you what I like to use when I travel. But it's really nice to see what you can pick up on a bargain when the travel and going places in itself already costs a lot. So, let's save where we can. I plan to do this in 4 different categories, and it is going to be packing, toiletries, carry-on, and then if you are going anywhere with a beach or a pool, or you're going to kind of be in the water in any kind of way. And I probably will be doing this in 2 videos, part 1 and part 2, but we will see how far they go, how long they end up being. So that is what I plan to show today. If you're new to my channel and you're just stopping by for the first time, right now I am preparing to go to Costa Rica with my family of 5. It is very exciting. It is the first time since I was a young kid that I'm going out of the country. It's the first time that I've needed to get a passport to go anywhere. Also, the kids, we had to get them all passports as well. And my husband has one experience of going out of the country a little over a year ago when he went to Belize. And it was a company trip with people who were really used to traveling out of the country. And so I'm a little nervous about the trip, but also very excited. We will be right on the beach, and we will have a nice pool to hang out at. So that is the main gist of what our vacation is going to be, is the ocean and the pool. And so with that, let's get started on the things that I pick up at Dollar Tree to pack with. So first of all, I have luggage tags because I feel like Dollar Tree has such fun varieties of luggage tags. And so I will plan to have one on each of our suitcases and each of our carry-ons, which at least the kids are all going to be backpacks. So that's 3 of them. And then I think my husband's planning on using his backpack as a carry-on. And I usually bring a bag, a over my shoulder kind of it's almost like an overnight bag, kind of big size, but since I'm packing a suitcase to go, I might just use that as my carry-on as well. So I want each of the carry-ons to have a luggage tag as well as all of our suitcases. All the kids' suitcases are just carry-on size, so they can put them in the overhead compartments. And then my husband and I will check 2 to 3 suitcases. I guess it'll kind of depend once I start filling them and seeing what fits. But so these are the ones that I've recently picked up at Dollar Tree. So this cute little drink luggage tag. They have unicorns, and all these are pretty recent. The sloth for this season, and then this one made me really excited. It's like a little game controller. I think I have picked up more. I remember picking up more, but they just weren't in the section where I grabbed all these. So Dollar Tree is a great place to find luggage tags. I actually ran into a store today and looked, and they had the coffee ones and a little VW bus type one. Excuse me. I'm getting over something, and so I get the cough now and then. But so yeah, those are always a great find from the Dollar Tree. So let's get into packing. I like to use the packing cubes. That was actually new for me last summer when I went on a trip. I purchased some packing cubes for my husband and I absolutely love them. I'll show the ones that we have at the end. But for all 3 of the kiddos, I don't plan to buy new packing cubes for all of them. But I like the organization that packing cubes bring. So my thoughts are, I am going to utilize the heavy duty storage bags. So the size of these, I think, are perfect to separate out in sections. Sorry, I'm opening the box. In the kids' luggage of their outfits, their swimwear, and probably their pajamas, and just put them in these. You can push these and get all the air out of them, and so it kind of compresses them a little bit more than just putting your clothes in there. And so this is what I plan to do instead of packing cubes for the kids, is separating everything out in these bags. Currently at Dollar Tree, I am finding either 3 packs or 2 packs in the large size, which is the size that I like for this. So kind of keep an eye out, because if you're only finding 2 packs, they come in 3 packs as well. They have decreased the size of these, which is annoying when they've raised the price and they decreased the amount you get for your $1.25. But I do have a handful of these that I have picked up, and I plan to utilize them in place of storage cubes in the kids' luggage. They also have the one that is the double XL, and it comes with one, and I like these as well. You can use these for like your beach towels if you're planning on taking any of your own towels, and again, you can kind of squish them down real good and get the air out, so it helps save the space that way. Or these, or the large size, depending on what you're using them for. When I went to Florida last summer, I put anything that I thought could make a mess in my luggage into those bags. So anything that like was liquidy or lotion or could pop, I put them all in that. Like I put them in my little containers, but then I put them in a plastic bag into one of the large size. And then that way I felt like my luggage was safer, and my clothes wouldn't get anything on them by doing that. Things like I'll be showing you some soaps and stuff. So these are also really good that you can do your pool towels if you're taking any of your own towels, or anything just bigger if like you need to take a big bulky coat depending on where you're going, and then you just really like kind of roll it and get all the air out to help save some of the space in your luggage. And then the same idea are the vacuum seal bags. If you know you have access to something to suck the air out of it, these are really nice. And if you don't have a vacuum, if you roll these and keep them sealed but roll to the top, you can get a lot of the air out too. It doesn't suction or compact quite as much, but it works. Again, when we went to Florida last summer, we did bring some of our own towels because we were staying in an Airbnb, and I didn't know how many they were going to have for us. And so I packed some of my own, and this helped save the space. And we also had a little compact air sucker outer. It has a word to it. And we packed that along too, and we were able to suck all the air out of them to save on our luggage space, because towels are big and bulky. I do plan on taking some towels to Costa Rica, but I'm packing the really thin ones and not the like plush happy ones, so that way we have more room in our suitcases. Now here are a couple things that I utilize that are not for their intended purpose, but I have found them to work really well for something else. So Dollar Tree off and on has these little backpacks for sale. I am starting to see them in stores again. They had them last year, and it was the first time I had ever seen them. So what I utilize these for is shoes. And I cut all the like backpack little straps off because I don't use them as a backpack. I just use them for the little bag. And these will fit, depending on the size of shoe, a decent amount. I have one right here that has some shoes in it, and I'll show you. My husband, if it's a little less, I think I could get like one pair of his tennis shoes and one pair of his flip-flops in one of these. For me, I can fit in basically any, like however many pairs of flip-flops I'm bringing with me can all go in one, or a pair of tennis shoes and several pairs of flip-flops because I just have smaller feet. And these, we went to the beach and our shoes were sandy, and even though you try to get the sand off of everything, like, I mean, things were sandy when we got home, and the amount of sand that I found in the bottom of these bags, even after trying to clear all the sand off of our shoes, was a lot. And I was so thankful that I just had to clean out these bags and not everything in my luggage. So shoes are dirty, they're gross, you just don't want them touching your other things. I know grocery bags are always an option as well, but I picked these up for, at the time, $1, but now $1.25, and I thought they were just perfect for shoe storage in your luggage. So this is the one that I recently got back from a trip. So I have three pairs of flip-flops or sandals. So these ones are just like you know, just some sandals. I have my very cute Croc flamingo flip-flops in here, and then another pair of the Skechers sandals. And if I wanted to fit in probably another 2 pairs of sandals in here, I could. So Great use of space. I like it because you just then toss it in your luggage, or you kind of fit it in where you can. If you need more space, I mean, all your socks, if you're taking tennis shoes and you need socks, they can fit in here. You have a front pocket that can hold any other little small extras that just need a little space as well. This one I did the same thing. I cut off the straps. So if you see these and you're planning on traveling and you need something to put your shoes in, this is such a great option to keep them separate from the rest of your stuff. Similarly, what I used to do for shoes before I picked those up was shower caps. And so shower caps, flip-flops, I could fit several pairs of flip-flops in one shower cap, or just, if I recall correctly, I could do, these ones are the bigger ones, like, so you get one for the cost, or they have like the throwaway ones that are just like a thinner plastic, which also completely work. But these ones, I think I could fit a pair of my husband's tennis shoes in here, and so it would cover the bottom and keep the bottoms from touching everything else. Another option, and I don't know how many you get at the Dollar Tree, sometimes in the hardware section they do have the foot covers for like when you're working in someone's house, and those would work too, and you could just slip those over your shoes when you're packing. So these are just different alternatives to what you can pack your shoes in to keep them separate from all your other stuff. For me personally, my favorite is the little backpack. And I've seen them at one store. I can't remember what store because I went out looking to buy a couple extra because we're going to take water shoes with us this time for all 5 of us. And I'm taking tennis shoes for all 5 of us. I mean, we might wear our tennis shoes to travel in, but I just want to make sure we have enough room for our shoes with those. And if not, then I have 2 of these right now for backup. And if I have to go run and buy the disposable ones, I will do that as well. But those are some options to pack your shoes so that they're not touching everything else in your luggage. Now this one is for its intended purpose. It is a laundry mesh bag, so these are awesome to take with you to load up your dirty clothes. This is not what I use. I use something from a different store, which I will share when I show my things that aren't from Dollar Tree, because the thing that I use doesn't have holes in it. And so it keeps the dirty clothes completely separate, especially if you end up with like wet swimsuits and stuff. Also, these could be nice for, and I will probably do this in part 2 as well, is to take to the beach with you if you have a handful of toys and stuff, because it's mesh and you can put the things in it and shake all the sand out. And then that way you're not tracking sand everywhere with you. So that's an option as well to keep the sand away if you're not using them for your dirty clothes. But for $1.25 each member of the family can have their own mesh bag and have all their dirty clothes separate from everything else. And it's such a great option. If you want something a little bit less meshy, they have the jumbo blanket storage bags. They're pretty flimsy, so you have to be really careful with them if you do choose to use this as your laundry bag. So like when you pack it up, you have to like probably like lift it from the bottom, not from the top, because I think they can rip pretty easy. But these are nice because if you have just like a regular size suitcase, you take all your, if you have any clean clothes left over, you move those to the other side. This will just sit in the one side and you zip it up and it's ready to go. This is very similar to what I use, but what I pick up is from IKEA, and it was like $3. So, and I'll show you that here in a bit. So this one is, again, the jumbo blanket storage bag, another great option for dirty clothes. And of course, I already showed you the extra large storage bag. Yeah, this one can also work great for dirty clothes as well. And you can zipper it up, squeeze all the air out of it, and toss it in your luggage. So this is another great option. So Dollar Tree does have so many great options for dirty clothes to be able to keep them separate from your clean clothes when you're traveling, which I love. Next, just as an idea, and this is new to me, I did not come up with this idea on my own. I actually just went on a road trip with some girls. We went to a convention thing, and one of the ladies that I was with, one of my good friends, Stacy, had hangers packed with her. I don't know why I've never thought to pack my own hangers. This is not from a set. These are just from my closet, so they're all different ones. But Dollar Tree sells, I believe it's a set of 5 or 6 hangers, and hotels never have enough hangers. If you're staying at an Airbnb, you don't know how many hangers you're going to have. And so just toss in a few of your own. These would be good if you are wearing dresses and you don't want them to be wrinkly. If you're like me, I like to unpack when I'm going to be somewhere for longer than a day or two, I like to unpack into the drawers, hang my stuff up in the closet, and there's never enough hangers for my husband and I's stuff. So pack your own, and you just put them in like that side slit, like in your luggage with the zipper, or just kind of fit them along the top. And I mean, even if you just have a few. Another good idea too is if you are going somewhere where you'll be swimming, when you're done and you need your swimsuits to dry, if you have some extra hangers, you could just put them over the hanger, hang them in the bathroom, and give them that opportunity to dry before you go home, or if you have to wear the same swimsuit again, or any of that. So packing your own hangers. I have 3 kids that we're taking with us, so I will probably not pick up, we have enough hangers at home, but utilize the kid size hangers. A bunch of my hangers have come from Dollar Tree. So another just great idea that I can't take credit for. Someone else had hangers and I was like, mind blown, why have I never thought of that? So now I just kind of have some miscellaneous type stuff that I pack and use to organize and pack my suitcase. So first let's talk about tech stuff. These are the cable organizers. Still sell them at Dollar Tree. I just saw them. I picked these up last year. I never actually used them, but I just put a cord on it just to try it out for this video, and I'm like, why have I not used this? Like, it went on so nice. It stays on so easily, and it holds your cords like in such a nice way. So these are nice to have to organize your cords. And then also cords. I know the cords at Dollar Tree aren't always the best, but if you're worried that you're gonna forget it, or if you're someone that is just easily forgetful and you forget your cords or your little power boxes a lot when you travel, and let's all be honest, there's some of us out there that forget those all the time, why not pick them up from the Dollar Tree? They're not gonna be the best ones forever, but they're gonna be the ones that you're gonna use for your trip, and you wouldn't be out as much money if you forget it. So this one is one of my Dollar Tree cords. It's the one I actually use in my travel bag all the time for like my phone charger and stuff, and a lot of times like in cars and stuff. So those are really nice. Similarly, I pick up these bags. I have these bags for everything for when I travel because I like to keep things separate. You're going to see these again when I show my carry-on ideas because they're so nice to separate out stuff for your carry-ons. This one right now is holding tech stuff, which some of which came from Dollar Tree, some of which came from Five Below, and some of which came from like probably like whatever the devices came with the devices. So these little bags, you just put them all in here, and even if you have separate ones, you can color code if you buy several different colors of these, stick them in there, and then you know which cords go with what. As I said, that they hold it really good. It's coming off. So many ideas to hold, but these little bags are amazing for everything, and they're $1.25, and I am a sucker. I buy these bags anytime they're cute, and a lot of the ones I have for traveling are these fun, like tropical ones. That one says sunny with the palm leaves. I have this one as well that says talk to the palm, and I collected a bunch of those because I like to go places tropical whenever I can. Also are these little, they're earbud cases, I believe is what they're marketed as, but you can hold so many different things in these. One, earbuds, obviously. You can do cords, but I will say if you have the boxes to plug in, those start to get really tight in here and they're hard to zipper up because I've tried. If you need to take pills like supplements or vitamins or painkillers or anything like that and you don't have another thing to hold them in, this would definitely work. Contacts, if you have like the little travel contact eye stuff for your little case, a little travel like the contact case, and like eye drops, like these would be great for that. So anything small, these are great for. So I do love these for traveling, and anything that I'm like, ooh, I might get it lost, I want to put it in one of these instead of the bottom of a suitcase or a bag or your carry-on because it makes it easier to find. And I like all the really fun prints. So we got flamingos, we got palm trees, palm leaves, and pineapples because they're all such fun tropical prints. Speaking of pills, they do sell the little daily pill sorters, and I like these as well. I do take supplements each day, and I do them morning and night. So I actually have 2 purple ones that I ordered on Amazon because they didn't have this style at the time when I wanted just a small round one. I couldn't find it in any Dollar Tree, so I ended up ordering them on Amazon. But it's the exact same, it's just purple and it doesn't have this piece in the middle. So I do 2 separate ones, one for my AM supplements, one for my PM supplements, and then they're just so easy to track for when you're gone, and when you're on vacation you can easily see the days of the week and whether or not you've taken them. So side note, I've learned if you are going out of the country and they're prescription pills, certain ones they need you to actually have the prescription bottle. I have not experienced it yet, but that's what I've read. But for like my regular supplements like vitamin A, vitamin C, biotin, those things I think will be fine in there. And then for little bags too, they do have these little like coin purses. I don't think this pattern is a current pattern, but these are nice too. Like if you just need to toss a few little things that are going to be easy to find in a bag, in your purse, just to carry along if your phone will fit in it and your credit cards and stuff, and you just want a little carrying little purse, these are also really nice options. And then lastly, for those types of things, a little pencil case. If you like clear and you like to see what's in it, school supplies are getting ready to start coming out, and you can pick up some clear pencil bags and utilize them for any of the little things that you need small bags for, and then you can easily see what's in them, which is really nice. I picked up a sewing kit to bring along because you just never know when something is going to happen, or if like the kids tried on an outfit and they fit, but then like now their shorts are too big, so you need to put some stitches in it to keep them up, stuff like that. So I am taking a sewing kit with me to have on hand, a flashlight. I did read Costa Rica can lose power now and then. We're staying at a resort. I'm not super worried about it, but I have started taking these with me just wherever I go because they're thin and they fit really easy. They're really bright, and you just never know if you're going to need a flashlight. So I started packing these last year actually when I went to Florida, and it's just good to have on hand, I think, in case of any type of emergency where you think you might need some light. Pillowcases, I like to bring my own pillowcases with me. The stories you read sometimes about the cleanliness of hotels or Airbnbs or any of those types of places can get a little sketchy, and I don't tend to super worry about it, but a pillowcase I feel like is something that you want to know is clean and like not been used before, and so if you bring your own, then you know for a fact. So these ones are the this is just one, but the satin pillowcases from the Dollar Tree. So also if you like to use satin pillowcases, they're not going to typically have those. Sometimes they're just rough cotton depending on where you're staying or whatever. So it's nice sometimes to have your own pillowcase because then you know for sure it's clean. Some other kind of random stuff. This one kind of goes along with toiletries, but I put it here, and that's hand soap because I don't like using bar soap. So I utilize hand soap instead, and I bring them with me for each of the bathrooms. We are getting 2 adjoining rooms when we go to Costa Rica because they didn't have a room for 5 people, and so which is really nice because then the kids will be in their own room, we'll have our own, and we'll just have the door in between, but that means we'll have 2 bathrooms. So I am taking 2 things of hand soap because if you've ever looked at one of those bars of soap after a kid has used it with dirty hands, you see the dirty popped soap bubbles like dried all. Oh, it's so gross. So my husband agrees. He also likes hand soap as opposed to bar soap, so it's totally worth it to pick one of these up. I also picked up some laundry detergent because you can not always have access to a washer, which is fine, but if you have a sink, or double sinks are even better, you can just wash some things easily in the sink if you have some laundry detergent. I mean, worst case you can use hand soap too, but I'm taking this because we will be at the ocean. We will be having our swimsuits and stuff into the water, and if at any point, if it just is stinky because it's ocean water, or if a kiddo needs to rewear a swimsuit, I am trying to pack enough, but if we need to rewear any, this will be nice to be able to make them a little fresher than stinky saltwater swimsuits. So it's a nice small size, easy to pack. When I pack things like these soaps, I put them in the plastic bags because like the storage bags, because if they leak at all, I want them in there and not in my luggage. So that is something that I like to bring with me. Lysol or any kind of disinfecting wipes, because you just don't know what you're walking into. If the bathroom just looks kind of gross, or the doorknobs look gross, or the dresser that has like the coffee maker and stuff on it, you can wipe them up yourself and kill 99.9% of germs because Lysol says so. So these are just a nice to-go kit. It comes with 15 of them in here. They have other brands that aren't Lysol that you can find more in there if you just want more. So I like just antibacterial wipes. These are the ones that I had from my last trip. I don't think I ever opened these ones. So I still have these ready to use. Now, depending on where you're staying, trash bags are not a terrible idea to have as well. I have stayed in an Airbnb before. Typically, they seem to only have like one extra trash bag for you. And so, you know, you want to have more. So these ones were the small Glad Quick Tie. They're just little 4-gallon cans. And then they also have the bigger ones that were 49 liters, 13-gallon trash cans. Now, these aren't the best trash bags. I don't use them on my day-to-day life, but if I am going to need to change the trash, then I might as well have some trash bags with me. Let's talk makeup. It kind of goes along with toiletries, kind of goes along with packing, but I'm going to put it here. So I recently have found these really cute little makeup brushes, little makeup brush cases. So what an easy way to take all your stuff is you can put all your makeup brushes in a cute little bag like this. And then you can put your makeup in just a cute little pencil makeup bag like this. And then you have all your stuff with you and it's not taking up a ton of space. So it's just a nice compact way to take all your stuff. Or if you need, you know, a couple bags or whatever. It's just some nice options to be able to take. I do have a cute little travel makeup bag that's become my all-the-time makeup bag currently that I'll show you here in a minute. But these are really cute and a great option for packing your brushes. And then similarly, they have now and then, I don't think they're out right now, but I've picked these up, the Blender travel case. So this is what it looked like in the package. I haven't seen them in a little while, but they also sell other little Blender like packaging sometimes, or you can buy a blender thing and a hard thing. But this is how I like to bring my travel or my blender sponge because it keeps it clean and separate from everything else. I do always try to remember to pop it open though, because if it's kind of still damp, I don't like it sitting in there because you don't want it growing things. But it's my cute little pineapple one, perfect for traveling. And just for fun, I also wanted to show, like, if you want to take just cute little bracelets and stuff, I picked these ones up. I had picked them up a while ago because I loved them so much, and so I'm going to take them with me to Costa Rica because they just have that fun vibe with the flamingo and pineapple on them. But what a fun way to put on some color and wear some cute bracelets, and if they get lost or ruined or anything, they didn't cost you a whole lot because it was $1.25. Lastly, from Dollar Tree, before I jump quickly into the things that I have that's not from Dollar Tree, is snacks. If you have room in your luggage, and if you're going somewhere that you don't know that you're going to have access to go buy stuff, why not pick up the snacks prior to going? And you'll see that again when I do my stuff on my carry-on, because I like to have snacks for the carry-on, and I try to pick them up at Dollar Tree because I want to save money where I can. If you don't know what's going to be going on for breakfast, if you're not a big breakfast person, you know, there's always like Pop-Tarts. Some rooms have microwaves, some don't. You can eat these without warming them up. They're just quick and easy, or they're just a nice snack or a sweet treat. If like you're just having a sweet tooth, it's a Pop-Tart. And then just things like the small little bags of chips. These are good, or snacks. Good for in your room with you, good for on the plane, that kind of thing to have for snacks with you. They sell at Dollar Tree these, I think it was a 10-pack of the Wannabe Cheez-Its. My kids love these. These will probably be going with us on the plane to have as snacks. Some flights do snacks, some don't. I don't know if my flights do. It's United. I don't usually fly United. I think they do. But that might not even be enough because we're going to be on long plane rides. So snacks are awesome. And lastly, for the food, I bought this one to take. It's a little jar of peanut butter. Going to Costa Rica, I don't know exactly. I don't know. I did read that they have stores that will cater like and have American style stuff, but I don't know even the cost difference. So if I could toss just a small jar of peanut butter in my luggage that'll last us for the week, why not? And I'm going to grab a small jelly too. And then I will hopefully find bread in Costa Rica because it'll get squished. So why not grab something if you know for a fact that that's what you're going to eat and that's what you're going to use. Also utensils and plates and stuff. I don't have those here with me, but like some of the cute little plates, some plastic knives and stuff like that too. Like if they fit in your luggage, just toss them in there. Now real quick, let me show you the things that I use, but that didn't come from Dollar Tree. So for my laundry bags, we utilize these. They're from IKEA. They were just over $3 each. It's called this, the Parkala. What it is it's under bed storage. So it's storage that it comes out like a cube like this, and you utilize it to put stuff under your bed. But it is so perfect because it is a stiff material, and I open it up slightly. I unzip just the top of it, and I just set it up, and it's a perfect camper. And then like I said, I only unzip the one unzipper right there. When it's time to go, all I do is I zip it mostly, squeeze out the air, and it typically in my regular size suitcase just lays right in one of the sides, plus with some room on the top or bottom for like shoes and stuff. And it's just an easy way. All the dirty clothes are in this. I come home, they just go right into the laundry room, and I'm ready to do my laundry. So these, I actually had two. I picked up a couple more because the kiddos as well are going to have dirty clothes, so we have enough. So I love these. I don't know if you can find them online. Let's see, it looks like the item number 2127. I don't know. If you're super interested, that's what it is. You can take a quick screenshot. Now, I was mentioning my makeup bag. This is what I have for my cute little travel makeup bag, and it has turned into my regular makeup bag because I don't ever take it out. So this one I love because it has the handle on it, which makes it nice and easy to carry. And then it has the spot for makeup brushes, which don't look at those. They're really dirty. They need to get washed before we go. And then it holds all my makeup in here. So, and that's my current makeup right there. And it's a little bigger, so it takes a little more room to pack, but I love how organized it is. I feel like it keeps my makeup safe, and it's just easy to carry. And if you look at it, I love the print. They had multiple other prints, but I love that print. If I remember, I will do a link to this if I can find it and if I remember. Now for a mirror, I bought this one from Five Below, and it's just like a small little stand-up mirror, so it stands up like this, and it has lights on it. They're not very bright and they're not really worth much, but it's cute, and I liked it for the size to be able to easily pack it. And I now use this every day as my mirror. I just hold it when I do my makeup, and it works for me because I sit on my bed and do my makeup. I don't like sit at a vanity. Packing cubes, like I said, I have discovered the life of packing cubes and I love them. And for me, my packing cubes have clothes in them because I just got back from a trip and I haven't unpacked. Look like this, and they have flamingos, and it came in a nice big set of a variety of sizes. This was the biggest one. And then they have little handles on the sides if you need to carry them, and little zippers. They are a little delicate. They're not like, you have to be mindful when you're using them. This was what they called the shoe bag, but I was like, well, I'm not going to fit as much in here as I will in the little backpack, so I use this just to hold other things. This was another, oh, there's one of my swimsuits. The other size bag, a smaller one, and I believe that there's more. They're just all upstairs. I didn't grab the whole set. I just kind of grabbed this because it was sitting right there. And again, if I remember, and if it's an option to still link these, because I bought them last year on Amazon. And I just love the way that you pack things accordingly in your cubes, and they just sit so nicely in your luggage. When I got those ones for me, I got a set for my husband as well. And these are the ones I picked up for him. They're just gray. And I can't remember if this is the biggest one that he had or if there was another size. Because again, I just kind of grabbed what I saw, brought them down with me. Oh, there's that. I knew I had another one of these and I couldn't find what I did with it. I put it with my packing bags. I mean, that makes sense, right? So this one, it has a secret pouch, it says, which is hilarious. And they're like just packing bags within packing bags within packing bags. Another secret pouch. Oh, and here's some of my other little flamingo ones. See, I'm organized. So another like smaller size one. So they're just, I love the packing cubes. They were worth it for me. So if that's something you're interested in, I highly recommend giving them a try. So guys, that is, one more. These ones I wasn't as impressed with. They were supposed to be compression bags to really like skim down what you put in them. So you put them in and then it's big like this, and then it has like the zipper that you can continue to close to make it smaller and smaller. They came in a pack of 3. They're fine for packing bags. I'll use them for something, I'm sure. But I thought about them for my towels, and towels just didn't fit in the big one very well, so it wasn't nearly as useful as I had hoped that it would be. But I mean, they're still kind of little cute packing bags, and they came with 3 different sizes. So there's the green one, there's a pink one in there, you can kind of see that's a little bit smaller, and the bigger blue one. So that is what I have for you for what I used to pack. Now this video got a little longer than I was expecting, so this will probably be in 3 parts, because next I'm going to do toiletries. So keep an eye out for the next video that I have out, that is my Dollar Tree recommendations for traveling for toiletries, and that would be things in the bathroom and toiletry bags and that kind of stuff. So I can't wait until I see you on the next one coming out here soon. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful day. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, and I will see you guys next time. Bye guys.